From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good. A Wednesday morning. We do have some small chances of rainfall for today. Winds are going to come back for today and Friday and for Saturday. That will bring up fire concerns a bit. And temperatures trending cooler into the weekend and then bouncing back up into next week. Mostly staying in the 70s and 80s, but could have one day specifically on Saturday where we could slip down into the 60s. Okay, wind gusts not a factor for now. They will be picking up a little bit later in the day, especially into the late afternoon to early evening. Temperatures out there are mild for this morning. 52 for the Tri-Cities, 57 in Yakima, 56 for Walla Walla. You would need a very light jacket as you're walking out the front door this morning. First alert radar still not showing you anything for now, but those rain chances will pick up a little bit later in the day. Just low wind chances for some very light showers here in the Tri-Cities, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's going to be our main time frame. So for today, more clouds. Better rain chances for the valleys, but highs are going to be in the 70s and 80s. We'll talk about the fluctuating temperatures, the rain chances, and the wind gusts picking up. All that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, Richland police make a breakthrough after multiple sports complex break-ins. Why the investigation continues this morning. Plus, Pasco Council member Leo Perales faces censure. He responds to the alleged violations with city staff. And from welcoming community space to vandalism target, what happened to Pasco's downtown parklet?
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning. We've made it midweek here. Thank you for joining us on your Wednesday and waking up with Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman. The Pasco City Council formally censured Councilmember Leo Perales. The censure came after a lengthy executive session during Monday night's council meeting. Council members cited concerns that Perales improperly shared confidential information and violated expectations for how elected officials communicate with city staff. Perales denies knowingly doing anything wrong.
I don't feel like it was justified at all. Again, I've been given no information to the contrary. This has no weight on my ability to do my job.
Perales says he will continue serving on the council and hopes any information related to the censure will eventually be made public. We reached out to Pasco Mayor Charles Grimm for comment and are still working to hear back. A level 3 sex offender who disappeared from Benton County last year is now back in custody. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says Michael Harrell was arrested Monday in central Tacoma. This with help from the U.S. Marshals Service. Harrell was convicted of first-degree rape in King County and moved to Benton County after serving a prison sentence. Investigators say he left his registered address in December and failed to register as a sex offender, leading to a nationwide warrant. Officials credit a joint effort between Benton County detectives and the U.S. Marshals Service for tracking him down. A multi-county pursuit with ties to a May 13th stolen vehicle case ends in Ellensburg with one suspect in custody and another still at large. On Saturday morning, a stolen Hyundai was tracked from Snoqualmie Pass into Kittitas County after fleeing King County deputies. Ellensburg police say they tried to stop the vehicle, but it took off with two suspects inside. Deputies say the suspects threw fire extinguishers at pursuing units before State Patrol used spike strips on I-90 to stop the car. We're told the suspects then jumped into the Yakima River. One was tracked and taken into custody. The second escaped despite a search with assistance from Yakima police and a canine unit. A new community gathering space in downtown Pasco targeted by vandals. Take a look here. Pasco City Councilman Leo Perales says the parklet at the PSK was recently damaged, calling the incident disappointing and unacceptable. Perales says the parklet was built to provide a welcoming space for residents, families, and visitors to enjoy downtown Pasco. He says he'll be pushing for security cameras in the area and hopes police can identify those responsible. Anyone with any information is asked to contact Pasco Police. The Richland Police Department says it is making progress investigating break-ins at two neighboring sports complexes. RPD says a group of thieves broke into buildings at Columbia Basin BMX and the Horn Rapids Athletic Complex, 5 times last month. After reviewing security footage, some of which you saw just there, police tracked the culprits to a nearby storage unit, and at least one person had been placed on a 72-hour hold as of Monday. RPD says it is still investigating the case. Healthcare professionals say Tri-Cities doesn't have enough options for primary care, but one new clinic in West Richland is looking to change that. Cadillac celebrated their grand opening Tuesday of its Candy Mountain Primary Care Clinic, located just off of Keene. Officials say finding primary care in the Tri-Cities can be difficult. The area is about 40 physicians short, they say, and it can take between 6 to 9 months for new patients to get in.
We saw that need and we needed to step up and do that, and with Providence's backing for this project, we were able to bring that to fruition. We'll add 10 new physicians and APPs to the community to continue to improve access for care.
It will take some time before the clinic is fully staffed, but it will open on a limited capacity next Monday. Walla Walla Public Schools is preparing for another year of declining enrollment as it finalizes its budget for the 2026-27 school year. In an informational video shared Monday, district leaders say enrollment is projected to drop by about 115 students next year. This actually continues a trend that has persisted for nearly a decade. Officials say because enrollment drives school funding, the district is using a long-term financial plan to help guide staffing and spending decisions while maintaining its reserve funds.
Our kids are coming, and we just have to be thoughtful around how we put our resources and allocate those resources to serve students.
District leaders say the proposed 2026-27 general fund budget will continue to be refined before final school board consideration in July. Washington's Roadside Memorial Program is getting an update after feedback from families and the public. The Washington State Department of Transportation released new guidelines for the program, which places memorial signs near the sites of deadly traffic crashes. Under the updated policy, families can renew signs every 10 years indefinitely, allowing memorials to remain in place long-term. Sponsors will be responsible for the cost of installing and replacing signs, which currently stands at $1,500. WashDOT says the program honors loved ones lost in crashes while also reminding drivers about the importance of safe driving. Coming up, Secretary of State Marco Rubio says peace with Iran remains possible despite ongoing strikes. What was said during his first congressional testimony. And Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth getting you all ready for your Wednesday. What can you expect in terms of potential rainfall and temperatures? He's going to break it all down on the other side of the break.
Bottom of the ninth. This is the dream.
What a shot.
Protect your family's dreams under our roof. Bundle life and save on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Dust Devils baseball is fun.
Thursday, June 4th, the first 500 fans receiving a Vigneto soccer scarf. It's also Family Feast Night thanks to Amazon. Friday, June 5th is a post-game fireworks show thanks to Granite Construction. And another Family Feast thanks to Genuine Homes. Then on Saturday, June 6th, don't miss your chance to meet Marshall and Chase from Paw Patrol thanks to Benton Franklin Health District.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is bringing new ways to win with the $170,000 Summer of Fun and Games. June kicks off with Plinko Party and over $16,000 in cash and prizes every weekend. 3 grand prize winners will play for a chance to win $10,000 cash on June 27th. The fun continues all summer. Step right up to play Lucky Pick 3 in July and Cash Cube in August. More fun, more ways to win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Now at McDonald's, get more value on whatever you're getting next when you order from the under $3 menu.
This is my grandson Brooks, and this week we're talking about our customer appreciation sale.
This is where you get big savings.
Or get 5-year no-interest financing with no money down on furniture for every room in your home. This week at Walker's.
Bottom of the 9th. This is the dream.
What a shot.
Protect your family's dreams under our roof. Bundle life and save on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our temperatures are mostly going to be in the 70s and 80s over the next 7 days, but we will slip down into the 60s. At least we could by the time we get to Saturday. But let's take you back to Wednesday in the Yakima Valley. Going to be around 75 for lunchtime, and then we're still going to keep it in the mid to upper 70s for the warmest part of the day. You see, we're going to be introducing some of those shower chances. It's definitely not going to be a washout for today, but the best chances for rainfall for lower elevations going to be in both the Kittitas and the Yakima valleys. Okay, in spite of more clouds up in the skies for today, not nearly as much sunshine as yesterday, we're still going to be fairly warm out there. 83 in the Tri-City, 79 for Walla Walla, 78 in Yakima, and closer to 75 there in Ellensburg in the Kittitas Valley. We're going to have 2 different trends with our high temperatures over the next 7 days. Trend number 1 is going to be from Wednesday to Saturday. We're going to cool it off by about 10 to 15 degrees. Saturday, we're officially saying we're not going to make it out of the 60s in the Yakima Valley. And at that point, we would be about 10 degrees cooler than normal for early June. But then the second trend is going to be from Saturday to Tuesday. We'll warm it up by about 10 degrees. And we're going to end pretty much where we started the whole day. Okay, pollen count's going to be in the medium-high category over the next 5 days. Top allergens being grasses, nettle, and alder. If this applies to you, have the allergy meds on standby. But it might be helped out a little bit with some of this. Rainfall on the way. It's not much, but I'll time it out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
More strikes overnight in the Middle East. The U.S. hitting a ship headed for Iran, and Iran attacking American allies, Kuwait and Bahrain. ABC's Karen Hua explains where negotiations between the U.S. and Iran stand this morning.
Congress is hearing from Secretary of State Marco Rubio for the first time since the war with Iran started. And he says there's still hope for a peace deal with Iran. In dramatic new video released by the U.S. military, we see a missile launch from an American warplane at an oil tanker heading to Iran. This is the 6th commercial vessel the U.S. has disabled as part of the naval blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran, in response, attacking American allies Kuwait and Bahrain with missiles and drones. Despite the strikes, Secretary of State Marco Rubio offered optimism a peace deal is still possible, as he publicly testified in Congress for the first time since the war with Iran began.
There is the prospect before us, which could happen today, it could happen tomorrow, it could happen next week, that for the first time, certainly in my memory, they have agreed to negotiate aspects of their nuclear program that just a month ago, or just a year ago, they were refusing to even mention.
Rubio says the U.S. will not offer to lift sanctions to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Instead, the U.S. will only lift sanctions after Iran gives up its nuclear program.
The Trump foreign policy has become a dumpster fire.
Democrats unconvinced any deal will land the U.S. in a better place than before the war.
The war has killed 14 American service members, wounded hundreds more, and killed thousands of civilians. It's driving up the price of gas, food, and much more.
All of this is happening as a ceasefire between Israel and Iranian-backed Hezbollah is still shaky and threatens any negotiations between the U.S. and Iran. Your time is 6:15 here on your Wednesday morning. Here's a live look out to Ellensburg. Good morning to you out there. Looks like a gorgeous start to the day, but will it stay that way throughout the day? Josh is talking about our shower chances when we return.
At the Pacific Campus, our medical care for seniors is built with intention. We take time, we listen, we create personalized plans designed for strength, clarity, and longevity. And because your care is inside the PC, wellness isn't separate from your healthcare. It's part of it. Membership isn't required, but many choose it to stay active and connected. Call, text, or stop by. We're always here for you. Your fourth quarter matters. Let's play it strong.
Behold, the DQ $7 meal deal with $2 Blizzard upgrade. Proof that saving big doesn't have to mean eating small. Full-sized foods, fully flavorful. It's fulfillment that tastes like fulfillment. Try it with the limited time drumstick with peanuts Blizzard and really let your full flag fly. The $7 meal deal. DQ, happy tastes good.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2026 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2026 inventory. Deep, deep discounts. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
This is my grandson, Brooks, and this week we're talking about our customer appreciation sale.
This is where you get big savings.
Or get 5-year no-interest financing with no money down on furniture for every room in your home. This week at Walker's.
I take care of the kids, my dad, and things at work. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression, but help is available. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org today.
This time of year, dangerous storms pop up, bringing rain, wind, and lightning.
And many times, that lightning causes wildfires, some of which change lives forever.
This is just one reason to trust First Alert Weather from Apple Valley News Now.
With cutting-edge technology and the experience of our team, trust us to help keep your family safe this wildfire season.
On air, online, and mobile with our First Alert Weather app.
First Alert Weather.
Only one station.
Apple Valley News Now, always on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There are going to be some shower chances in the mix for today, but just know that it's definitely not going to be a washout. This view of satellite and radar, this storm system off of the Pacific, you can see it was definitely looking a lot more impressive, but this is petering out the closer and closer it's getting to us. So we'll put this into motion over the next 24-ish hours with Futurecast satellite and radar by 8 this morning. You can see some light green on the map. That means some light rainfall. I'm thinking it's going to be around midday in which we'll see the best rain chances in the Tri-Cities. And as we head into the afternoon and evening, a lot of this is going to drift off towards the north and east. And then as we head into this evening and then into Thursday, we'll turn dry once again. And Thursday's looking like it'll feature a lot of sunshine in the forecast. You can see hour by hour rain chances for your exact home address location by downloading our Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. And that interactive radar feature going to come in quite handy on a day like today where the coverage is going to be a little sporadic and a lot of us are going to have 10 to 30% chances to see said rainfall. Okay, and then after today, the forecast is going to go dry for the Tri-Cities, although if we saw some little rain chances creeping back into the mix for Saturday, or for next Monday or Tuesday, that would not be the biggest surprise. In the meantime, tracking winds for today, for Friday, and for Saturday. For today, for lower elevations, we're going to be looking at peak gusts between, I'd say, 30 to 40 miles per hour, especially during the late afternoon to early evening, and the vegetation will be very dry. That's at a level 3 out of 5 on our vegetation dryness scale. And then for Friday, similar wind gusts across the map. The vegetation dryness is going to be exactly the same. It'll be very dry out there. And then for Saturday, maybe splitting hairs here, the wind's just a little bit calmer, but I'd still classify this as a windy day, and it's going to be a very dry day as well in terms of the vegetation dryness. None of these days are alert days, but on any one of these days, we could see multiple vegetation fires sparking up. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small shower chances Wednesday, then the forecast goes dry with winds picking up on Friday. In Yakima, 50-50 rain chances today, then perhaps another shower on Saturday. Then for Ellensburg, rain likely today with a few rumbles of thunder possible. Windy days galore through Saturday. In Hermiston, blustery through Saturday with highs in the 80s, then 70s, maybe a day where we drop down into the 60s. Finally, for Walla Walla, small rain chances for Wednesday, then maybe some small shower and thunderstorm chances coming back around for next week.
All right, so be ready for the small chances of rain today. Even though you said that they're small, I already hear my kids saying, oh, time for the rain boots and umbrella, and they're going to dress like, like there's going to be a massive downpour. They love the rain.
Well, we need them to manifest some more of that energy. Anytime there's a little rain chance, just tell them, put on the whole garb, and maybe that'll bring us some better fortunes.
Oh my goodness, the amount of times that we go looking for puddles around here and there are none. We commit time to it.
You really got to look sometimes, yeah.
All right. Well, you don't have to look any further for your entertainment news. We have that coming up after the break. A Ted Lasso star admits his first seen nerves in this film, made for the easiest acting job of his career. Find out what happened when cameras started rolling.
When you're ready for more peace and quiet, Numerica has flexible home loans so you can get more for what you love. Numerica Credit Union, money where it matters.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
It's new member month at ICCU, which means from now until June 30th, you'll get up to $250 when you open a new membership with checking. It's easy to join, like on video chat with your morning coffee. Now that's a perk. Or online in just a few clicks. And you can always stop by a branch and join there too. It pays to be new. Learn more at iccu.com/new member month. ICCU. Life's greener here.
You don't need to drop a ton of cash to make your home look like $1 million. You just need to hit up the extended Memorial Day super sale at Furniture Row. Shop top brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Borkhold or Amish, and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Score doorbuster deals before they're gone. And with 60 months no interest, it's easy to refresh any or every room in your home. Amazing selection, quality designs, stylish looks. But hurry, the extended Memorial Day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
This is real life. This is also real life for those who shopped at Fred's Appliance. At Fred's Appliance, we don't do gimmicks, just clean laundry and everyday low prices. Right now, all laundry is on sale from GE, LG, Maytag, and more. Save big on top load and front load washers and dryers. We're here whenever you need us. Shop the largest supply of in-stock Get It Today inventory in the region, only at your local Fred's Appliance.
Well now, look at Wednesday showing up with KFC's Country Fried Steak Meal, including all the fixings for just $5.99. Classic comfort just the way you like it. Country Fried Steak, $5.99. Wednesdays only at KFC.
Max, go get the ball. Go get the ball, Max. When you're ready for more space to play, Numerica has flexible home loans so you can get more for what you love. Numerica Credit Union, money where it matters.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust.
Dating in the workplace can be tricky, which makes it a likely backdrop for a rom-com.
Yeah, David Daniel has a look at office romance.
You're the new lawyer?
I am he, Daniel Lansflower.
Jennifer Lopez and Brett Goldstein find themselves involved in an office romance.
There is someone I like. It's my boss. She's dynamic. She's incredible.
This is not a date. This is a work dinner.
Cheers.
She's not sure about it, but not for long.
Want to have dinner?
Yes.
Goldstein wrote the script with Lopez in mind, but says he wasn't sure about acting opposite the superstar.
The first scene where I meet her, I'm nervous. So it was the easiest acting job. That first scene, I'm glad we shot it in order, because that first scene is just me seeing her in real life.
Good day, Jackie. Miss Cruz.
Jackie's fine. Everybody calls me Jackie.
Bye, Jackie. Bye, Jackie. Bye, Jackie. I have never called her Jackie before.
She's kind of misunderstood, and people think she's like intimidating, and she is a strong, powerful woman, but she's also like fun and goofy and very sweet.
You two having sex with Jackie?
From day one that we were filming, we were all like, oh my God, this is going to be so good, because they have that inexplicable thing.
They were always laughing. I mean, they were just, you'd walk in on them doing a scene and they're just like hanging out, chit-chatting. I mean, they just got along. It was so easy.
Do you believe in magic?
Honestly, since I first walked into your office, I believe in everything.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, with all of that on-screen chemistry, cue the dating rumors, right? Those are already starting to fly. They deny it.
Okay, so he wrote this movie with her in mind. That means a man got to write a script and say, you know what, I want J-Lo to be my girl. And he made that happen. So to him, cheers.
There's nothing in your cup.
There's nothing in my cup.
I have coffee in mine, at least. All right, your time is 6:26. Still ahead, firefighters race to stop a spreading blaze near Hermiston before it reaches nearby buildings. We'll tell you what likely sparked this close call you're seeing on your screen. And Kennewick's booming Southridge area gets closer to having its own fire station. How the city plans to maintain fire response times.
Here's your reminder about the Working Families Tax Credit, a refund of up to $1,330 back for all qualified workers in Washington, not just families. Get help at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through July 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when paired with an eligible Daikin ductless system at Bruce Heating and Air.
He was considered the spiciest player in the game, but the world couldn't handle it.
So I took all that spice and made the Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a sriracha curly fry burger or buffalo chicken tater melt. It's like a good kick in the mouth.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
At Prosser Digestive Health Center, find expert care close to home. Services include colonoscopy screenings, care for swallowing problems and esophageal motility disorders, GERD, celiac disease, and nutrition-related GI conditions. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center, 509-786-5599, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Digestive health close to home. This is how we care.
Whiskey Myers, August 24th, Legends Casino Hotel. Whiskey Myers Live. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Whiskey Myers.
Dear First Place, experts agree Toyota value can't be beat. drivers agree. Toyota quality rides long and strong. Add hybrid choices like no other, and you'll win the long game by a country mile. Toyota. Toyota has more Best Buy awards than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Washington workers, you can get a refund of up to $1,330 back on taxes paid last year. See if you qualify and learn how to apply at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Wednesday morning to you. Hoping your day is off to a great start. I'm Wendy Redman. Your time is 6:30. And as you're getting out of bed, getting that day started, you need to know what to wear. What is the weather doing? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Yeah, we will have some little rain chances in the forecast for today. It's definitely not going to be a washout. In fact, I think most of us probably don't see rain. The winds coming back for today, for Friday, and for Saturday. The vegetation dryness situation, it's very dry out there, so fire concerns will be elevated. And then high temperatures trending cooler into this weekend, bouncing back after that. Mostly staying in the 70s and 80s. Could have a day on Saturday where we could slip down into the 60s. Winds not a factor for now. They will be picking up those we head into the late afternoon to early evening. Temperatures are mild, 52 for the Tri-Cities, 55 for Sunnyside, 52 in Ellensburg. You need a very light jacket this morning as you're headed out the front door. Okay, have some light showers now popping up in southwestern Yakima County over Mount Adams. This will be a little bit more widespread later in the day. The chances for rainfall are overall going to be better in the Yakima Valley as opposed to the lower Columbia Basin. Best chances for rain, I would say, are going to be from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. So for today, highs getting up into the 70s and 80s. Again, the best chances for rainfall going to be in the valleys. We'll talk about those rain chances and the wind gusts coming back, all coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. On the fire watch, firefighters stopped a fire near Hermiston before it could spread to nearby property. Take a look at some of these images here. Crews responded Tuesday afternoon around 4 o'clock to an RV fire on East Pumpkin Center Road. It quickly spread into surrounding brush. Officials say the fire threatened vehicles and outbuildings, but crews contained it before there was any major damage. One person was treated at the scene, and investigators believe sparks from mechanical work may have caused the fire. Pasco residents could soon be paying more at the register after City Council approved a new sales tax. This to help fund road repairs and transportation projects. The 0.1% increase is expected to generate about $2.3 million annually, but not everyone on council supported the move. Councilman Leo Prowlis voted against the measure, arguing families are already struggling with rising costs and the city should have explored other options before raising taxes.
It's going to impact the lower and middle class of our community that are already hurting. We need to be smart when we are asking for more money from our constituents, and I just don't think it's the right time.
Other council members say the additional revenue is needed to address a growing gap in road maintenance funding and prevent more costly repairs in the future. The tax is expected to remain in place for 10 years and could take effect as early as January. Kennewick is moving ahead with early planning for a new fire station in the fast-growing Southridge area. City officials say they're starting to plan Fire Station 6 and what that could look like as development continues to expand south. The city already owns land for the project and is considering using an existing station design to help speed up the process. Leaders say the goal is to keep up with growth and maintain fire response times in the area.
See a lot of dirt being moved out there, so it's just continuing to go. We're also starting to get some inquiries about commercial space, which usually come after the rooftops. So it's kind of our really up and coming booming area within the city right now.
City officials say they hope to begin more detailed design work for Fire Station 6 by midsummer or early fall as they continue planning for future growth. Talking sports now, there is a new Washington State record holder for high school pole vaulting And he's a sophomore in Hanford High School in Richland. Check it out. Jonathan Allen broke the record competing in the track and field state championships this past weekend. There he goes, up, and over. You hear the crowd cheering there. Allen successfully got over the 17-foot and 6-inch bar to win the state title in Tacoma. He comes from a family of pole vaulters, and his sister set the school's girls record.
For some reason, I feel like every time I break a record or a PR or break some barrier, it kind of like shrinks in weight in my head. So last week's state record, like that's a big deal. And now this week, it's like, you know, it's not that big a deal. It's just Washington State, you know. It's not like a national record or anything. So.
Oh, it's definitely a big deal, but yep, keep setting your sights high. Allen broke the previous record of 17 foot 5 inches by just 1 inch. The previous record was set last year by Camas High School's Chase McGee. Still to come, Sunnyside City Council members debate on recognizing Pride Month after heated public discussion. How the community conversation unfolded. You'll see that after the break, and also your weather forecast. Here's a live look out to Ellensburg this morning. What can you expect in terms of temperatures for today? Josh is gonna tell you all about it after this.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust.
Man, these people act like they've never seen $1 million before.
Well, it is pretty amazing.
I wish it was the end of the year already.
Why?
So it could come to Papa. I'm building a special room for it.
You should probably win it first.
Retinal scanner on the door.
Setting yourself up for disappointment.
Okay, you're right. What do you suppose zigzaggy lasers go for?
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
Struggling with digestive issues? At Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center, board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon helps uncover real answers close to home. Advanced testing services include anorectal manometry and drug-free biofeedback for chronic constipation and bloating, Bravo pH testing for heartburn, and esophageal manometry to diagnose swallowing problems. Restore your quality of life. Talk to your primary care provider or gastroenterologist about a referral, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
I've been baking my entire life, so I love being in the kitchen, and I'm constantly furrowing my brows. So when some of my friends mentioned they got treated with Botox Cosmetic and were happy with the results, I booked my first consultation. Botox Cosmetic, it's been FDA approved for over 20 years, and it's the most studied product of its kind. I'm happy with my results. They're very natural looking.
Botox Cosmetic effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow, eyelid drooping, or swelling. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
I'm the one and only Taylor, and I got treated with the one and only Botox Cosmetic.
Find a licensed Botox Cosmetic specialist at BotoxCosmetic.com.
In the 85 years of the American Diabetes Association, we've had many wins, but we've never rested. Because 1 out of every 10 Americans has diabetes, and they rely on us every day, just like we rely on you.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our high temperatures over the next 7 days, mostly going to be in the 70s and 80s, but as we head into this weekend, trending a little bit cooler. There might be one day where we slip down into the 60s. Okay, let's take you back to Wednesday in the Tri-Cities. Going to be around 75 by lunchtime, up into the 80s for the warmest part of the day. There will be low-end chances for showers as we get closer to midday and then into the afternoon. Not nearly as much sunshine as there was for yesterday, which is, of course, a little bit of a bummer, but we do need some of this rainfall, although it doesn't look like we're going to get that much at all. For today, going to be in the 50s and 60s up in the Cascades, very close to 70 degrees for Salish Pass. And then in the Kittitas Valley, around 75. It's going to be windy for today and a pretty good chance of rainfall, lower chances that we'll see some rumbles of thunder in the mix. In the Yakima Valley, around 80 for today, about a 50-50 chance of seeing some rain. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, just a 30% chance of rainfall. These highs mostly in the 80s, could have some mid-70s down towards Boardman. Then for the foothills, mostly in the 70s, could have some low 80s towards Milton Freewater, very close to 80 degrees for Walla Walla. And finally for the Blues, looking at 60s and 70s. Okay, a couple different trends with our temperatures over the next 7 days. One's going to be that of a cooling trend into Saturday. After that, our temperatures are going to rebound. Look at this. This is a very symmetric curve here. Okay, we do have some, like you just saw on those previous graphics, small chances overall for rainfall, which will time out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In a tightly contested vote, the city of Sunnyside is recognizing June as Pride Month for the first time in 4 years. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us about the newly passed proclamation and what it means for the city.
Last week's Sunnyside City Council meeting filled up with discussion over whether or not to recognize June as Pride Month and to fly the Pride flag at City Hall.
I don't want my grandchildren to be going into a gay lifestyle. I don't want my children to do that.
It's about community and accepting people as they are, regardless if you believe in them or believe in the lifestyle or not, because it's not a lifestyle. It's the way we were born.
The council felt split on the proposed proclamation. Councilmember Ramon Chavez says he understands what LGBTQ+ youth experience.
I've got to agree with what you said, Chelsea. That was really tough because I worked at schools and met with a lot of the kids and seeing what they went through. And it was tough to see that.
On the other hand, Councilmember Karen Vasquez says that while she believes everyone needs to be treated equally, she isn't supportive of the proclamation.
Good. I'd like to make a motion to remove the part of waving the flag up in City Hall for this.
The City Council amended the proclamation to not fly the Pride flag, and when it came time to vote, it boiled down to Mayor Vicky Frosto's decision with 3 tallies on each side.
I too vote yes. Motion carries.
With the proclamation passing, it's the first time since 2022 that the city has recognized Pride Month. Reporting from the newsroom, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
A link to the city's proclamation can be found at applevalleynewsnow.com. Your time is 6:42. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, everything you need to know in your morning sprint. We'll have all those top stories. And of course, Josh is coming back to time out rain chances in your area. Keep it here.
Around here, we see a lot of people head out. Some are heading somewhere familiar. Some are just beginning. And some are figuring it out as they go. Before any of that, we just make sure they're ready. Before you hit the road, get a pre-trip safety check at Les Schwab Tires. It's free. Our greatest story is yours.
If we can't guarantee it, we won't sell it.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my Munch Better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
This summer, turn moments into lifelong memories with Broadmoor RV. Feel the thrill of adventure and the warmth of togetherness. Explore the great outdoors with the comfort of home and let every adventure become a story worth sharing. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
Board
board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
Every home starts with a move. Not just the one to a new address, but the moves along the way. The choices, the negotiations. In those moments, certainty matters. That's why Windermere Group 1 agents are trained, supported, and prepared for every step. Because when it's time to move, you should be sure you're making the right one. Windermere Group 1. Confidence in every move.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Coke or 7-Up brand 12-packs are just $8.29 each, plus buy 2, get 1 free. 4-inch pot premium annuals are sale priced at $3.79 each. Fruit of the Loom men's 3-pack crew neck t-shirts and Cool Soft or Cool Zone boxers are sale priced at $10.99. And find Federal Champion 9mm 115 grain 50 count ammo for just $11.49. 3 weeks of store-wide savings are going on now, only at Bi-Mart.
Well now, look at Wednesday showing up with KFC's Country Fried Steak Meal, including all the fixins for just $5.99. Classic comfort just the way you like it. Country Fried Steak, $5.99. Wednesdays only at KFC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We do have some low-end chances for rainfall for today. It's because of this storm system that is kind of losing steam the closer and closer it gets to us. We'll put this into motion with Futurecast satellite and radar, and by the time we get to 8 this morning, you can see some pretty light green colors on this map indicating some lighter rainfall. By lunchtime around midday, that's probably going to be our best time frame to see rainfall here in the Tri-Cities. And then as we head into the afternoon and eventually into the evening, a lot of this is going to lift off towards the north and east. And then by the mid to late evening should be dry. That's going to continue as we head into Thursday. A lot of sunshine going to be on tap for Thursday once again. You can see hour by hour rain chances. I know it's on days like this where we have very sporadic coverage. It can look a little bit like splatter paint, but you can see hour by hour rain chances for your exact home address location with our Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, which you can download for free in the App Store or on Google Play. We will have more rain chances after today in the Yakima Valley. They're looking like low-end chances for now. One for Saturday, one for Tuesday. We'll see what ends up happening with these storm systems, but in the meantime, I think the thing we're mainly concerned about will be the winds for today, then again for Friday, then again for Saturday. So for today, lower elevations going to see gusts up around 35 to 40 miles per hour, especially during the late afternoon to early evening, and that's going to be in addition to the vegetation being very dry in spite of there being some rainfall in the forecast for today. The accumulations aren't going to be that tangible. We haven't really gotten a soaking rain in a minute here, so things getting very dry once again. But for Friday, look at the gusts. Similar to what we'll have for today, the vegetation dryness is still going to be at that level 3 out of 5. It'll be very dry out there. And then for Saturday, if we're really splitting hairs, maybe the wind's going to be a touch calmer, but it's still going to be very dry. So all that to say, it's not dry enough or windy enough for alert days proper, but certainly we could see multiple vegetation fires sparking up across the map on any of those given days that I just talked about. So be on your fire P's and Q's. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small shower chances Wednesday. Then the forecast goes dry with winds picking up on Friday. In Yakima, a 50-50 rain chance today. Then perhaps another shower on Saturday. For Ellensburg, rain likely today with a few rumbles of thunder possible. Windy days galore through Saturday. For Hermiston, blustery through Saturday with highs in the 80s, then 70s, then maybe a day slipping down into the 60s. Finally, for Walla Walla, small rain chances for Wednesday, then maybe some small shower and thunderstorm chances coming back around for next week. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look,
counting down to the NBA championships with the biggest stars on the court.
I'm in a good space. I'm ready to go. The city is crazy.
The San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks ready for Game 1 and the spotlight. The Knicks in their first finals since 1999, when they also faced the Spurs. Jalen Brunson and his dad, Knicks assistant Rick Brunson, have that in common.
What is your working relationship with your dad?
More times than not, he's right, which is annoying, but I know where he's coming from. He just wants the best of me.
The Knicks will have to be locked in against all 7 feet 4 inches of Spurs 22-year-old superstar Victor Wembanyama.
When the ball goes up for the opening tip, Game 1 of the finals, what's going to be going through your mind?
Being thankful for being here, because I think that helps grounding me.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we are counting down to Game 1 of the NBA Finals live from Texas. With your GMA First Look, I'm Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
Teens share everything, but through certain everyday behaviors, they could also be sharing bacteria that can cause meningitis. Even if your teen has been vaccinated in the past, they could be missing vaccinations recommended by the CDC against certain groups of meningitis. Although uncommon, it's a serious disease. Once symptoms appear, death can occur, sometimes within 24 hours. About 1 in 10 will die. Is your teen missing vaccination against certain groups of meningitis? Ask their doctor today.
Air Wick's Essential Mist Diffuser is conveniently cordless and portable for the type of person who's always inviting friends to. With adjustable fragrance levels and a wide range of scents, Air Wick Essential Mist creates an inviting ambiance every time you host, so you're always ready for anyone to. Now available in marble design. Air Wick, always fragrant, always inviting.
Now, the morning sprint.
Former New York Congressman George Santos is allegedly under investigation for his trading on prediction markets. The prediction site Kalshi flagged suspicious activity in a market about whether Santos would attend the State of the Union address in February. Santos said he was attending but never showed. A source said Kalshi determined the account belonged to Santos. The company froze the account and referred the matter to the Justice Department. The White House Correspondents Association is set on having its dinner this year. The annual tradition was cut short in April when a gunman opened fire outside the ballroom. This time, the event will have what organizers call enhanced safety measures and will be held at the Waldorf Astoria in D.C. in July. It's also slated to be a smaller gathering, though it's not clear exactly who has been excluded. Some people on Medicare will soon be able to get GLP-1 medications for just $50 a month. It's part of an agreement President Trump made with Zepbound manufacturer Eli Lilly and Wegovy maker Novo Nordisk. Under that deal, Medicare will pay $245 per month for the drugs. Only overweight people who also have prediabetes, a history of stroke or cardiovascular disease, or uncontrolled high blood pressure qualify. People are flooding AI chatbots with health questions. Now, Microsoft and Mayo Clinic have announced a partnership to build an AI model trained just to deliver medical data. It'll be owned by Mayo Clinic and include records, research, and expertise of the hospital's clinicians. Time now for your top 5 local things you need to know. The Pasco City Council formally censured council member Leo Perales. The censure came after a lengthy executive session during Monday night's council meeting. Council members cited concerns Perales improperly shared confidential information and violated expectations for how elected officials communicate with city staff. Perales denies knowingly doing anything wrong and says he will continue serving on the council. The Richland Police Department says it's making progress investigating break-ins at 2 neighboring sports complexes. RPD says a group of thieves broke into buildings at Columbia Basin BMX and the Horn Rapids Athletic Complex 5 times last month. After reviewing security footage, police tracked the culprits to a nearby storage unit, and at least 1 person has been placed on a 72-hour hold as of Monday. A new community gathering space in downtown Pasco targeted by vandals. Take a look. Pasco City Councilman Leo Perales says the parklet at the PSK was recently damaged, calling the incident disappointing and unacceptable. Perales says the parklet was built to provide a welcoming space for residents, families, and visitors to enjoy downtown Pasco. He says he will be pushing for security cameras in the area. Firefighters stopped a fire near Hermiston before it could spread to nearby property. Crews responded Tuesday afternoon around 4 o'clock to an RV fire on East Pumpkin Center Road that quickly spread into surrounding brush. Officials say the fire threatened vehicles and outbuildings, but crews contained it before any major damage happened. One person was treated at the scene, and investigators believe sparks from mechanical work may have caused the fire. Healthcare professionals say the Tri-Cities doesn't have enough options for primary care, but one new clinic in West Richland is looking to help change that. Cadillac celebrated their grand opening Tuesday of its Candy Mountain Primary Care Clinic just off of Keene. Officials say finding primary care in the Tri-Cities can be difficult as the area is about 40 physicians short. And what's trending? Take a look at one smiley guy who has been named this year's Gerber Baby.
Yeah, Gerber announced Cameron Chung as the winner of the 2026 Gerber Baby Photo Search on Tuesday. Cameron lives in Minnesota.
Look at that smile and those eyes. His mom says he was a colicky newborn, making those early months tough, I'm sure with a lot of tears from both mama and baby, but she said when Cameron's first smile broke through, it just erased all the tough times. Cameron is now approaching his first birthday. Look at him and what a story he will have to share.
So cute.
I love the baby pictures and the cheeks. It makes me miss that time. It's a hard time, but it's a beautiful time, and oh man.
Goes by fast
cuties.
From what I've heard.
It does. The days are long, but the years are short, as they say.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about those weather conditions as you're headed out the front door on this Wednesday morning. The gust, not really that big of a concern. The temperatures are mild, which I love because when it comes to the cold, I am a baby. See how we brought it back full circle there? 52 for the Tri-Cities, 56 for Walla Walla, 57 Yakima, just light jacket stuff. Maybe some raincoat stuff a little bit later in the day. I would say the lightest rain jacket you have, you wouldn't need the whole rain garb apparel, but we're already seeing some light showers moving into Yakima County right now. And in terms of what we're expecting here for the Tri-Cities, just 10% chances for rainfall, I'd say from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I have that Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app on hand. You can see hour by hour precip chances for your exact home address location. You can track all of it with the Interact for Radar feature. It's going to be quite useful for today. So for today, for lower elevations, high is going to end up in the 70s and 80s in spite of there being much more cloud coverage as opposed to yesterday. Yesterday was beautiful, lots of sunshine. It's not going to be as beautiful for today, and the winds picking up, and the vegetation will be very dry, even though there are some small chances for rainfall. It just doesn't look like we're going to be able to squeeze that much rainfall out of this round. So the big weather stories, we talked about the rain. The winds, not only a factor for today, but also into Friday and Saturday. Highs trending cooler into the weekend. They're going to bounce back into next week. But specifically with the winds, with the very dry vegetation, it's not an alert day for fires, but just know we could see a few vegetation fires sparking up for all three of those days that I just talked about. So just exercise all the fire safety, folks.
All right, will do, Josh. Thank you so much for joining us here on your Wednesday morning.
Yeah, the NBA Finals are tonight right here on ABC, so catch special editions of Apple Valley News Now at 4:30 before the game and again after the game. So stay tuned. And stay tuned for Good Morning America, which is up next. Have a great day.